Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to solve the question of the day, which is best sightseeing pair. So in the question we have been given a values integer array, and they ask us to calculate the maximum score based on pair of indexes. So if you read the question, it says us that we have two indexes I and j, and they should have a distance j minus I between them, and it should be always such that I should be less than j, and this is the formula which we have been given, right, to calculate that max score. So we could see that we just have to maximize this formula, right, at for all the pair of indexes which we have in the array. So we could do this the mathematical way, and the intuition behind that is we're gonna group the dependencies in the formula. So if you see the formula, we have a dependency on index I, and we have a dependency on index j, right? If you see, so if what if we arrange the formula such that we could group the dependency on I together and group the dependency of j together. And by doing that, what I mean is, what if we could arrange the formula such that we have values of I plus I, and then we could do something like values of j minus j. So we could, if we try to maximize this thing, if we try to maximize this part of the formula, right? Because this has a negative value, so this will be changing like throughout as we traverse through the array, right? So what if we try to maximize this part? If we get always the maximum for this part, I think we'll be getting our score to the maximum value for all the pairs, right? Because this one has a minus and this will be changing, and because this one always takes something from the formula or always takes something from the value, right? So I think maximizing this thing will work, right? And we're just gonna go ahead and do that. So initially, I'll tell you from where I'm coming. So if you take something like, initially it will be 8, right? And then as we iterate through the array, we will be traversing this part. So we will be marking the initially we'll be marking this formula, right? And then we're gonna be checking whether this part, right? We're checking whether this part is greater than this one or not, and we'll be updating the left part. So let's say the left part of the formula, what I'm saying is, let's initialize the maximum score as 0, right? And let's take this part, which is the left part of the formula, which is the left part. We'll always be taking the maximum for this one, right? So I'm going to initialize it with max of left. So if we take values of what, initially it will be 0 plus 0, and then we are going to iterate and traverse through the array from the second index, which is index 1. So let's mark it as j, because we have taken this at first and we are traversing for the jth index now, right? So let's do that, and values dot size j plus plus. Right. So we have the initial maximum left, which is I of 0 and 0, right? And we need to calculate this value, right? So let's do that for current index of j. So current score will be nothing but maximum of left, which is already calculated initially, plus values of j, right, minus j. This is what we had in the formula. So now we're gonna check whether this current score is greater than the max score or not, right? We're gonna check that whether this is the case or not, and again after that there could be a case going ahead in the array where this value is greater than this one. So we're gonna update the max left in case we have a greater max left. We're gonna go ahead and compare the max left and store the maximum between the two, right? Right. So I think this should work. Let's go ahead and return maximum of score, right? passes the test cases. Let's go ahead and submit a solution and run it against the hidden ones. Yeah, it works fine. So this is how simple it was. But yeah, you need to just look to the formula and get that how can we maximize it and group the dependencies together. That's all. So thank you for this one. We'll be seeing you in the next. And don't forget to drop a like and comment. And please subscribe, guys. Thank you.